Good morning, ladies. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And I hope you guys are having an amazing Mother's Day with your family and your children. Or if you are parents to pets, I hope you guys have an amazing day today as well, because you guys are just as important. Are you kidding me? So let's go ahead and dive in. This is a design team project for Erica, who is Scrap Diva Designs. And we are going to be using these dies right here to make cards. Okay? And we're going to do one together, guys. Okay? So these are the cards that I made. I love how they came out. They're just so stinking cute. And so stinking easy to do. These beautiful flowers that you see were made by Crafty by Nature on Instagram. I purchased these vellum flowers probably 2 years ago. So I popped them on top because I was like, yes, this is giving me life. And they came with these pretty leaves on here. I just put a Just For You sentiment on there. And I was like, you know what, should I stickle it? And I'm like, no, because you know what, it's going to take away from the shaker bits I got going on in here. So you could see that. I used tulle to create the shaker part of this. Okay, so I did that one in a matte gold. This one is in a glitter. Isn't that like the sparkly yumminess? I love it. And then it's just white on the inside. And I ended up using the Gingham Garden by Crepe Paper. But you can't even tell. You're only going to be able to tell on the back part because, yeah, did I go a little ham? I did. And not just that, the tool I use has sparkle in it on top of that. So it's just a lot of sparkle, guys. So it totally takes away, and I love it because I probably went a little too ham. I am always heavy-handed with that, guys. That's totally up to you how you choose to put that in there. But even if I did it and there was just a little bit, I mean, you can see some of it in here, but I used a very light paper. That's first of all, I picked something very light. And also too, because this tool has glitter in it, and then I picked shaker bits that were super sparkly. Okay, so again, these are cute little cards. Let's go ahead and make them. And these are perfect to just keep in your stash and, you know, pick your own sentiment, a banner. You could do all kinds of different things. These are just the way I did these. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so we are going to be using the 3 dies. There comes a 4th one, but I did not use this one right here. Okay, so you're going to need 2 with the tab, and that's going to be your actual card base. Okay, don't mind this, it gets covered because of my plates, they're dirty. Okay, and then you're going to need 3 of the one that has the stitching. Okay, so that's going to be the top part. Okay, that's going to be this part right here, which is the inside that's going to be written on. And then the reverse side. And then keep in mind, when you do the reverse side, the stitching is not going to be what's on the outside. It's going to be the covered side, okay? Because there's no way to do it with the stitching on the outside for the back, okay? So it'll look like that, which is absolutely fine. So when you do that die, okay, because your cardstock is this way, you have the die underneath like this, then you put the cardstock like this, the part that you want facing out. Okay, since this is single-sided, it was very easy for me just to go ahead and know that I need it to be this way so that the positioning will be correct this way. Okay, so those are the pieces that you're going to need. All right, and then I'm just going to use again this sentiment, but you could always use something, you know, and angle it, put it this way, totally up to you. Okay, so put that to the side. And then you're going to need 1 of this, whether it be in glitter or some type of gold or silver or something shiny. This would be your top one. Now, the glitter paper that I used is by Sizzix. I got it from Frank Garcia's studio because the Sizzix glitter cardstock and the gold, it all comes in one pack. It comes in like 4 or 5 different glitters and then a shiny gold, a matte gold, and stuff like that, because it's really meant to work with thin lit dyes like this, so it does cut really well. When I did do this though, I did run it through 4 times, and the only reason why I did is because when you get right in here and right in here, you really want that to be pressed in good. Unless you have a precision plate, then you probably don't have to do what I did, but honestly, it all pops out. You just got to be very careful popping these out right here where these little stamens are. You just got to be very careful because it's easy to rip them off, because I did it. So, and that's that. You only do the one. All right, so let's put those dies to the side. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue this first to the tool. All right, so this is the tool I have. It's from Hobby Lobby. Okay, and I just keep it on the spool. And make sure you use it on a mat that you do not mind glue getting on top of. Okay. All right, so we have this, and I'm just going to lay it on the tool like this once I glue it. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I use my absolute favorite Nuvo. And what you're going to do is you're just going to glue all of just the edges. Okay, oops. And again, make sure you're using this on a mat that you don't mind glue getting on, because it's going to seep through because of the tool. This mat right here that I'm using is, I think it's from Walmart. It's like $6. So I don't mind it. And plus I have a really pretty glass mat that I want to get that's in my Amazon cart that, hold on, that has magnets that works with it. So let's see. Okay. All right. And again, just do the very edges. All right, and don't do none of the center. All right, and then we're just going to turn it over. And then we're going to put it on the tool. Okay. Make sure you get this down really good. Okay, all along the edges, make sure it sticks to that tool. And the good thing about Nuvo is that it totally dries pretty quick. Okay. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my scissors. I'll lift it up, and I'm going to cut it off the spool. Okay. All right. Just make good, press it down really good. Again, just to make sure. And I'm going to let it sit and dry on the side. And then we're going to start gluing the layers. Okay. So you see it's like this. And then once it's dry, then we'll go ahead and cut around the edges of it. Okay. All right. Now let's get to the layers. All right, let's go ahead and do the top one. And I'm just going to use this. I haven't used these in forever, so let's hope that it works out good. And make sure it's dry, because I don't want to use my big old ATG, and I don't want to use glue because this is like 65-pound weight cardstock, and I just don't want to see the glue kind of like, you know, leave the glue streaks, I guess you would say. Okay. All right, now we're going to go ahead and layer it. We have the one layer down, and I did check, guys, to make sure I didn't feel anything sticky. Okay, so there's nothing that's sticky on the side. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue No. We're not going to glue that. We're going to do that one last. Let's go ahead and put the back piece on. And there's a reason why you don't want to do the white part first, where you're going to write your sentiment. And because I can't tell you how many times I kept forgetting to not do that. Okay. Okay. Remember, this will be the reverse side. The stitching will not be on the outside. So don't forget that. All right. All right. Now, we're going to cut this tab off. And this is the one for your back piece, okay, that you're cutting off. Okay. Just cut right on that embossed line. Okay. Then we're going to fold down this one. This is the top one. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use my liquid on this one right here. Oops. That was a smidge messy, guys. All right, and then we're just going to layer it right on top. Okay. And then make sure your pieces line up to the bottom one, okay? So see, you have your tab right under there. Now we can go ahead and add this on top, because now it's going to cover the tab. So don't do what I did. Like, I think almost on all the cards I had to lift it up, and thank goodness I realized it every single time. The second that I laid it down, I realized that I put this on first. I'm like, good gracious, Anna, are you kidding me? It's because we just get in that mode where we're like, let's just layer, and we're not thinking about it. Okay. So let's go ahead and layer this on top. All right. Oh no, did I just get glue on there? No. Oh God. There's a little mark on there. My mistake. I got this sticky stuff on the sides, and because you can, your ATG gun, you can go like this and it rubs right off, but apparently this one is like, no, we're not going to do it. Oh, well, it's going to have to stay with that flaw. So we have it this way. So see, it's all layered. Now we're going to go ahead and get this. And we're just going to cut off all along the edges. And then, okay. And some of it may stick out too, guys. You're not going to get it all snug right underneath, but it's tulle and it gives it a whole different look, so it's all good. So I don't really stress over that. And it's sparkly and pretty. Okay. And here we go. All right. So now it is all sparkly and pretty. All right. Let's get all that. And then we're going to do the same thing again. Oops, I missed a spot. We are going to go ahead and do along the edges again. Oops, hold on. Let's get some of the sparkles in there. I'm using some mixed, pre-mixed one. This is probably the kind that you can get from like Michael's, where it's just, see, I think I just go too crazy. No, I don't care. I like it that way. So make sure that sits in the middle. I have my scissors sitting right here for right now so that the card doesn't pop up, but keep it in the center and then flattened out as much as you can. And then we're going to go ahead and add some more, and make sure you pick a good liquid glue, guys, whatever tends to be your favorite, that doesn't take too long to dry. And I tell you, if you have not jumped on board with this Nuo glue, you are missing out, because I love it. Because I used to use from Michael's the Scotch. glue, and this one I fell in love with because Scotch glue was a little too thick. All right, and we're just gonna go along the edges. And not to mention the tip on this is much finer. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and lay this on top. All right, there we go. Easy peasy, guys. Easy peasy. And then again, we're just going to push all along the edges. And like I said, this is where it matters about the glue you use, as far as how quick it sticks, how well it sticks. Okay. All right. All right. And then I'm going to use another one of these flowers that I got from Crafty by Nature, and I'm just going to add it on top of where the flower is here. Okay, I'm going to try to take out as much shaker bit as I can from the flower section because we're going to cover it up, so it doesn't even make any sense to have any there. Okay, and we're just going to hold that down. And in the meantime, we're just going to go ahead and make sure all these edges are really good so that when you shake it, it does not go everywhere, because that would super suck. Okay. All right. And like I said, if you wanted to use something and then you could do it angled, or you could find, you know, some type of die or something and do it straight across like that. I don't know, should we do that? Because I feel like Just For You covers everything, whether it's a birthday or just because. I'm going to do that. I know some of you guys are probably like, yeah, do that one. I'm not doing it. So let's go ahead and we're going to add this. Okay, first, let's make sure that you didn't get it along the edges. So I'm so bummed. I might be ridiculous and cut another one. I don't know. We'll see how I feel about it. But anywho, so you see, and I love it because the tool gives it just a little bit, so you cannot use cupped sequins or they'll get stuck. Okay, this is meant for flat type of sequins because you would have to stick like some type of foam, type of something that's thicker that's going to allow it to rise higher. But I love the tool because it's so transparent and it just gives it a really stinking cute look. Okay, so let's go ahead and we are going to add some dots of adhesive. And also too, keep in mind, if you do it this way, where you're sticking it directly on the card, just know that this glue is going to go through the tool. So you have to make sure, have your sequins the way you want them underneath. And I like it because it'll keep some of them frozen in a certain spot. So I absolutely love it. Okay. All right. We're just going to stick it. Just want to make sure that this Y doesn't go off the card because it'll end up bending. Okay, so let me move some of those around. Okay. And then, so see, some of it will still shake, some of it will be frozen underneath. But like, I added a lot, you already seen that. So you can barely see the cardstock underneath. But this is the stinking cute card, guys. Give it a whirl. This die is really stinking cute. And also too, you could take it up a notch. If you don't want to put something so like big like this, you can make the cutest envelopes to stick these inside of, because I was going to do that, but I wanted to use these flowers like so bad. And I was like, no, it's not going to fit. I mean, you could always make the bigger boxes, but, well, I don't want to do that because it can't go through the mail anyways. So I'll just put this in a clear bag, a little baggie, and then I'll just put it in a box, whoever I'm gifting it to. But how stinking cute, guys. So this is my little project for you. I hope you guys give it a whirl and get this die, guys. It's the cutest. And I will see you guys later. My discount code is Anna if you want to get a 10% discount off of your order. And I will see you guys later again. Have an amazing Mother's Day. Bye, guys.